Snuff films can be defined as an extremely unique genre of films that have a horrifying and psychological effect on viewers because of their underlying theme of murder that is recorded on camera and may be published or distributed to gain profits. These 15 snuff films take you through how ruthless and challenging the snuff films can be. It's more like raising awareness of how gory, horrifying, and psychologically testing activities are present all over the internet, and one should be cautious. Though uncommon and not widely explored, the films have the power to captivate you if you enjoy some whooping adrenaline. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Benny's Video, 1992. Released in 1992, Benny's Video would make you raise multiple questions. As we know, the movie can't reasonably be called a snuff movie because snuff mainly revolves around the dying of a person by suicide, or it can also involve pornography, which may or may not be for financial profit. Benny's Video is a psychological horror film. It has the ability to keep you on your toes. To summarize the film, Benny, the son of Anna and George, has been intrigued by film recording cameras. They purchased a recording camera for him to keep their son happy and push him toward his interests. Benny was a very unusual child. He derived interest from filmed violence. Benny would keep deriving satisfaction from a video he had filmed of a pig being slaughtered with a pistol bolt. Anna and George had to leave. Taking full advantage of the situation, their girl Ava threw a party. Benny invited a girl who he saw near the video store. She was shown a video of the slaughtered pig. Consequently, she questioned if Benny had ever watched a human being killed before, raising interest in Benny. He kills the girl through his notorious games, hiding her safely in the closet. To make everything right, Benny was taken on vacation to Egypt by his mother while his father did everything to clear up the crime scene. In the end, the parents, in spite of scolding their son, try everything possible to save him, which is recorded. It lets the police arrest the family, thus coming to an end of the eerie film. The film's name reveals the bizarre incidents in Benny's video camera. The film focuses on underlying elements of how media can be detrimental to viewers, and the content shown can be consumed by an audience of all ages who might be gravely affected by it. The movie is metaphorical of the surveillance that should prevail on content dissemination because of the snuff content that may be available. In Benny's Video, we see how Benny gets intrigued by snuff, which led him to commit horrific crimes, making the movie absolutely horrifying to watch and making it mandatory to be on our list. Snuff, 1975. Directed by Horatio Fredrickson and Michael Findlay, Snuff is a thrilling film that talks about the 1969 murders committed by the Manson family. The movie was marketed in a uniquely notorious manner, which raised a lot of questions. The film was deliberately made controversial to gain attention from its audience to the point where the New York County District Attorney got involved. The movie commences with an actress named Terry London visiting an unnamed territory of South America with her producer Max Marsh. Eventually, pregnant London gets murdered along with her friends. They were murdered by a cult female group led by a man named Satan. The ending of the film is quite brutal. The last few minutes of the movie get interrupted as the crew pulls out the camera to shoot a few scenes. The director was seen to be flirting with the lady crew members. Vigorous kissing takes place as the crew doesn't stop filming. Suddenly, the director was seen assaulting the woman, which led to the brutal torture and eventually killing of the woman in the most gruesome manner, while the crew kept filming the entire crime scene. The camera in which it was being filmed finally ran out of stock, bringing us to the film's end. The movie Snuff brings in the elements of snuff by making the audience watch the brutality that might go beyond the making of content, which one may not be aware of. Snuff is on our list for the very reason of the brutal killing, which actually had the power to stir up controversies in the real world. Videodrome, 1983. Directed and written by David Paul Cronenberg, Videodrome is a futuristic sci-fi body horror film that can shake people to its core. This film was one of the first of Cronenberg's to be massively backed by Hollywood studios. The story starts in a usual way, where we are introduced to the character named Max Wren, the president of Civic TV, a Toronto UHF television station. Max comes across a bizarre show named Videodrome. It displays people getting brutally hurt and intensively killed. The visuals on the television were X-rated and violent, which could easily take a toll on anyone watching it. Wren concludes that it is the future of TV and airs it privately as it economically benefits him. His companion, Nikki, becomes obsessed, which leads him to disappear. Max tries his best to squander Videodrome. In the process, he meets Brian Oblivion, who warns that it's a war for people's minds. Oblivion dies while his videos appear on television. Max gets to know Videodrome has a negative effect on people's brains. Now Max deliberately wants to stop everything, but gets manipulated by a guy from Spectacular Optical Corporation, which tricks Max into killing people as he wasn't in his own control. Oblivion's daughter, Bianca, stops Max by showing him Nikki's death. Max finally fights back. At the end of the film, Max sees an image of shooting himself, which ends up killing him. Before dying, Max utters, "Long live the new flesh." The movie talks about how dangerous broadcasts can have an effect on us and can manipulate us to do things. Hence, content should be consumed consciously. The reason for Videodrome to be on our list is because of the way the characters are carved. The way it displays how snuff films are made available in places for profits is daunting. It connotes on various levels how the media owners may lack ethics while disseminating content which may be utterly gruesome and hurtful for a lot of viewers, making it through the list of snuff films because of gory details in the film. Thesis, 1996. Thesis is a Spanish film released in the year 1996. Directed by Alejandro Amenabar, Thesis, also known as Thesis, is a crime horror film. The movie won him several awards for its uniqueness and magnificent execution of the film. Thesis, the film, navigates around a university student, Angela, residing in Madrid, who gets fascinated by violence and death in films. She starts working on her thesis based on the topics that interest her. Angela's curiosity brings her to explore snuff films. She comes across a video where the woman was brutally tortured and killed in the most grueling way possible. Angela discovers that Vanessa is the victim and is missing from the campus. Chema and Angela together investigate the snuff film and its connections. As the two friends start investigating, they discover that a guy named Bosco might be involved in this fiasco. Bosco seems like a charming guy, capable of sweeping anyone off their feet, but he might be filled with dark secrets. Angela and Bosco get involved with each other, which worries Shema as she feels Bosco might be a danger. The two friends uncover more about the snuff film, which leads them to find out that one of their professors might be involved. The plot takes a turn when they discover that there lies a hidden tunnel filled with atrociously disturbing videos, making them realize that many women might have been killed in a similar way. Trapped in the tunnel, the two friends face the challenges together. They somehow manage to escape and catch their professors editing the snuff videos. Intense confrontations occur, and eventually, Bosco turns out to be a threat to Angela's life. In a climactic showdown, Angela defeats Bosco, coming out victorious and surviving all of it. Chema and Angela finally decide to leave their investigation for the sake of their own sanity. The film comes to an end with a chilling announcement. Snuff film will be shown on television. The story will keep you on your toes throughout, filled with suspense, risk, and unexpected twists as two friends diligently try to discover the truth about the snuff film while putting their lives at risk. The name of the movie, Thesis, itself gives away that while getting to the depth of research, one might never know what they may come across. Thesis is one of the best snuff films, which has the ability to thrill people with its excessive suspense to reaching the end of the truth. The idea of violence is majorly popular, and this film caters excellently to the world of violence and snuff. The visual aesthetics don't fail, making it more sensitive to watch. Thesis is a movie that is an amalgamation of violence painted with suspense that will not fail to entertain you. All About Evil 2010. All About Evil, a black comedy film, marks the directorial debut of Joshua Grinnell. The film was shot in San Francisco at the Victoria Theater. The film is based on 2003's Grindhouse. All About Evil itself gives away the fact that there are evil things that might be present that one may not be aware of. The film introduces the audience to Deborah's family-owned Victoria Theater in San Francisco. 16 years ago, Deborah got electrocuted by a microphone while she was performing. She somehow manages to survive. With her father being deceased, the theater is run by Deborah's mother, Tammy. The theater mostly screened scary horror thriller movies to keep the theater running. Tammy wasn't really a great mother. She was, in fact, extremely abusive in nature. When Tammy tries to confront her daughter, Deborah, for selling the theater, in a fit of rage, she ends up killing her abusive mother. Deborah rushes to the projection booth to screen the feature film, but ends up screening the security footage where the murder was shown. Unaware of the fact that it was a real-time murder, the audience hoots, cheers, and screams. This motivates her to commit more such murders. She takes assistance from a few other characters, like Mr. Twiggs, Adrian, Veda, and Vera, to execute more such murders and help her film them. She goes on to screen those in theaters, which economically benefits her. At the end of the film, we see how Steven went to watch one of the premieres in the theater and suspected these were actual murders. He tries everything in his power to bring that in front of the public, eventually succeeding at it while saving his friends from getting killed. Deborah and her companions do not survive, and while she takes her own life, Mr. Twiggs is stabbed in a fight. The twins stabbed each other, bringing us to the end of the film. The movie gives you chills about how ruthless one can become. It shows how the hunger for money and fame can drive people to do anything to any extent. It is a classic example of a snuff film where one can be involved in a vicious act to economically gain profits by showing violence. Power and money can drive people to do extreme things. All About Evil is one of the best snuff films you could come across.
Murder weapon. Where?
Mute Witness, 1995. Produced, directed, and written by Anthony Waller, Mute Witness is a horror film released in the year 1995. Most of the film was shot in Moscow. The film's name is very unique. It is metaphorical of a silent or mute witness of something eerie and dark. The film Mute Witness is a suspenseful film that follows Billy Hughes, who is a mute special effects makeup artist who finds herself encapsulated in a nightmarish situation. Billy flies to Moscow with her sister, accompanied by her husband, Andy, to work on a film. While exploring the city's studio, Billy accidentally observes a murder being filmed. Absolutely horrified by the incident, Billy tries to escape the scene. The killers realize that Billy had witnessed their entire act and want to get rid of her as they view her as a threat. The film has the ability to keep you on your toes with a rush of adrenaline and immense care for Billy. She meets Matt, an American actor, in search of exposing the truth. The conflict arises when they realize there is a loophole to it, and everyone in Moscow is related to the crime, including the police officers. Together, they try their very best to seek justice for the crime they have witnessed. As the movie comes to an end, we get to witness how Billy gathers all her courage and confronts the murderers. She outsmarts them and successfully exposes the truth. She emerges victorious, winning the audience over. Mute Witness showcases Billy's resilience and courage in the face of danger and how she overcomes them with all her wit. There's always a lot happening in the world that we are unaware of. Mute Witness exposes us to the crux of society, which has extremely gory scenes and the extent to which crime can take place if there is power and money involved, making it on our list of snuff films.
Like nothing ever happened. I wondered if all of it had just been a bad dream.
My Little Eye, 2002. The movie My Little Eye is a 2002 British horror film. The film is inspired by a reality show named Big Brothers. The movie is dark, with twists and turns, keeping the audience invested till the end. My Little Eye is a nerve-wrenching movie that begins with 5 young people, Emma, Charlie, Matt, Rex, and Danny, who decide to live together in a remote house as part of a reality show contest. The contest aims for them to live in the allocated house for 6 months and win a huge sum. The home facilitates cameras everywhere, keeping track of every move they make. With every passing day, the 5 are subjected to strange and eerie things that happen in the house. The contestants discover that they are not alone. They receive unsettling startling messages and disturbing videos, making them question what's happening. The tension rises as they realize they might be in danger. The group becomes increasingly paranoid and suspicious of each other. They start to doubt their motives for participating in the contest. Frightened by what is happening, the contestants completely lose trust in one another. They are confused as to whether they are trapped in something that is a contest or if it is a grave loophole. As the final days of the contest approach, the group is desperate to leave the house, but they realize that the doors are locked and trapped. Their fear intensifies as they know they might not be able to escape whatever is haunting them. In the climactic ending, the truth is uncovered. The reality show is a facade, and there are dark intentions behind the contest. The contestants end up losing their lives. Matt kills most of the contestants out of sheer horror. All the contestants are murdered in the end while being filmed. My Little Eye keeps the audience on their toes with its suspenseful plot. The movie explores themes of paranoia, trust, and the blurred lines between reality and fiction. It's a chilling tale that keeps you guessing until the very end. The excruciating murders with brutal sexual scenes while being filmed make it pivotal in the world of snuffs, thus making it on our list. The aesthetics are edgy and dark, which would surely be perfect for a thrilling watch. Hardcore, 1979. Hardcore is a 1979 film directed by Paul Schrader, a neo-noir crime drama. Hardcore is a gripping and emotional film that follows the heart-wrenching journey of a father's desperate search for his missing daughter in the gritty world of the adult film industry. George C. Scott delivers a powerhouse performance as Jake Van Dorn, a deeply religious man who discovers a shocking truth that leads him into the dark corners of the pornography world. The story begins when Jake's daughter suddenly disappears during a trip to Los Angeles. Overwhelmed by worry and fear, Jake embarks on a relentless quest to find her. As he delves deeper into his search, he unravels a terrifying underworld of pornography where exploitation and deceit run rampant. His desperation transforms into determination, and he just wants to get to the end of it. The film's emotional intensity is heightened when Jake stumbles upon a pornographic scene that seems to feature his missing daughter. The shock and disbelief he experienced made it hard for him to accept that his daughter might be caught up in the sinister realm of snuff films, a chilling concept that strikes fear into any parent's heart. With the help of an adult film actress, Jake courageously infiltrates this grim industry, facing danger and moral dilemmas at every turn. The emotional toll on Jake is evident as he grapples with his own values and principles in his quest to rescue his daughter from a fate too terrible to contemplate. Hardcore is not just a film about the gritty underbelly of the adult film industry. It's a deeply emotional exploration of a father's unwavering love and determination in the face of unspeakable horror. The film masterfully combines suspense, drama, and heartache with a haunting and unforgettable experience long after the credits roll. Hardcore is the perfect fit for our list of snuff films. Vacancy, 2007. Vacancy is a pulse-pounding thriller that plunges viewers into a nightmarish situation. Written by Mark L. Smith and directed by Nimrod Antal, the story revolves around a troubled couple, David and Amy Fox, played by Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale, whose failing marriage takes a terrifying turn when their car breaks down on a lonely road. Stranded in the middle of nowhere, they seek refuge at a rundown motel. As they settle into their room, the couple notices disturbing clues hinting at a sinister secret. Old videotapes reveal that their room was previously occupied by other guests who met grim fates, and they realize they're trapped in a nightmarish game orchestrated by the motel's twisted manager. The chilling connection to snuff films becomes palpable as David and Amy realize they're being watched and their every move is recorded on hidden cameras. Panic sets in as they realize they're pawns in a deadly game of life and death. The tension escalates as David and Amy fight for survival against masked attackers who emerge from the shadows. Their fight for survival becomes a harrowing battle, and they manage to turn the tables on their assailants, using their resourcefulness and determination to fight back. The climax is a heart-pounding showdown between the couple and their attackers, culminating in a visceral and intense fight for their lives. The sense of dread is palpable as they confront the motel manager and reveal the extent of his sinister operations, which include recording the brutal deaths of unsuspecting guests for profit. In the poignant ending, David and Amy escape the motel, battered and bruised, but alive. The couple's harrowing ordeal has brought them closer together, reaffirming their bond and reigniting their love for each other. Vacancy is a roller coaster ride of suspense and terror, exploring the horrors of a twisted obsession with snuff films and the lengths people will go to satisfy their dark desires. The emotional journey of David and Amy as they fight against all odds to survive draws viewers into a gripping and intense narrative that leaves a lasting impact. Untraceable, 2008. Untraceable is a gripping and emotionally charged thriller that delves into the dark world of cybercrime and the horrifying concept of snuff films. The film revolves around FBI agent Jennifer Marsh, portrayed by Diane Lee, who finds herself in a high-stakes battle against a cunning and sadistic online killer. Jennifer is part of the cybercrimes division, tasked with tracking down criminals operating on the internet. However, she encounters a chilling case when she stumbles upon a website that streams live videos of torture and murder. The more people watch the video, the faster the victim dies. As the number of viewers increases, the pressure on Jennifer to stop the killer intensifies. The film's connection to snuff films is evident in the disturbing nature of the crimes committed by the anonymous killer. The concept of an audience-driven death is deeply unsettling, reflecting the darkest corners of human voyeurism and cruelty. As Jennifer races against time to trace the untraceable killer, she is drawn into a harrowing cat-and-mouse game. With every attempt to track the source, the killer's cunning tactics push her to her limits, leading to a heart-pounding chase that unfolds in the shadowy world of the internet. Jennifer discovers the killer's identity in the tense climax, leading her to a showdown at his lair. The confrontation is rife with suspense and danger as Jennifer fights to bring the sadistic killer to justice and end his crimes. The emotionally charged ending is both satisfying and haunting. Jennifer's determination and resilience prevail as she confronts the killer, unraveling his motivations and the extent of his evil actions. The film's conclusion raises questions about the power of technology and the moral implications of online voyeurism, leaving the audience with a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk deep beneath the surface of the digital world. Untraceable is a gripping exploration of the internet's dark underbelly and the disturbing allure of snuff films, evoking a mix of emotions ranging from shock to empathy as the characters grapple with the horrifying consequences of their actions. 8mm, 1999. 8mm is a gripping and emotionally charged thriller that delves into the disturbing world of snuff films and the darkness beneath society's surfaces. The film follows private investigator Tom Wells, portrayed by Nicolas Cage, as he becomes entangled in a harrowing investigation. A wealthy widow hires Tom to uncover the truth behind an unsettling 8mm film found in her late husband's possessions. The film appears to depict the brutal murder of a young woman, raising suspicions that it may be a snuff film, a horrific genre that portrays actual killings for profit. As Tom delves deeper into the case, he becomes increasingly consumed by his pursuit's grim and unsettling nature. The film's connection to snuff films is a central theme, as Tom's investigation takes him down a dark and twisted path. He navigates the seedy underbelly of the adult industry and encounters individuals who may have ties to the world of snuff films, all while grappling with the moral and psychological toll of his quest for the truth. In the film's intense climax, Tom's pursuit leads him to a secretive, dangerous underground world. He finally confronts the enigmatic and sadistic Dino Velvet, a character deeply entwined with the creation of snuff films. The tension is palpable as Tom faces the horrifying reality that these gruesome acts are not just fictional stories, but actual lives being extinguished for perverse entertainment. The emotionally charged unhinged ending is both cathartic and haunting. As Tom confronts Dino Velvet, he faces a moral dilemma that forces him to question the limits of justice and vengeance. The film's conclusion leaves viewers with shock and introspection, prompting them to ponder the disturbing fascination with snuff films and the chilling depths to which human depravity can sink. 8mm is a thought-provoking exploration of the darkest corners of society, offering an emotional and visceral experience that unveils the horrors of snuff films while delving into the complexities of the human psyche. The film's portrayal of the quest for truth amidst moral ambiguity leaves a lasting impact, leaving audiences with a sobering reminder of the depths of human cruelty and the darkness that can be found within us all. The film hence makes it on our list of snuff films. August Underground, 2001. August Underground thrusts viewers into a chilling descent into the twisted minds of two serial killers, who gleefully inflict horrifying acts upon their victims. Shot in an intentionally raw and amateurish found footage style, the film's relentless brutality and shockingly realistic torture scenes create a nauseating and strangely compelling atmosphere. Director Fred Vogel's portrayal of sadistic violence and degradation leaves an indelible mark on the audience. The protagonists, led by Vogel himself, embark on a nightmarish spree that includes torturing captives in a basement, assaulting hitchhikers, brutalizing a convenience store, and even orchestrating a gruesome orgy with prostitutes. The film's relevance to the controversial realm of snuff films is unmistakable. It boldly delves into the darkest corners of human depravity, pushing boundaries and challenging societal norms. Through its gritty and unpolished aesthetic, August Underground blurs the line between reality and fiction, leaving viewers uncomfortably questioning the distinction. Amidst the gut-wrenching horror, Vogel masterfully injects moments of macabre humor, demonstrating his ability to manipulate emotions in unexpected ways. This juxtaposition of the grotesque and the absurd heightens the unsettling nature of the film, adding layers to its shock value. While August Underground is undeniably a challenging watch, it serves as a testament to the audacious power of cinema to evoke visceral reactions and provoke discussions about the limits of artistic expression. For those drawn to the darker fringes of cinema, this unapologetically disturbing piece of filmmaking offers a provocative and unforgettable experience that delves into the murky realm of snuff film aesthetics. Cannibal Holocaust, 1980. Cannibal Holocaust, a groundbreaking 1980 Italian cannibal film, dives deep into the harrowing journey of an American film crew lost in the Amazon rainforest while documenting indigenous cannibal tribes. This controversial masterpiece, often compared to modern found footage horror like The Blair Witch Project, blurs the lines between reality and fiction, creating a disturbingly immersive experience that challenges societal norms and the boundaries of cinematic horror. At its core, Cannibal Holocaust plays with the concept of snuff films, sparking debates and discussions about the thin line between art and exploitation. The film's infamous reputation is not only attributed to its shocking depictions of violence, including real animal cruelty, but also to its portrayal of the film crew's ruthless actions, raising questions about who the true savages are. Director Ruggero Deodato skillfully crafts a narrative that unfolds on two levels: the professor's investigation and the recovered found footage. The raw and gritty quality of the footage, shot on non-professional cameras, immerses viewers in the terrifying reality the ill-fated film crew faces. The soundtrack, a blend of eerie and serene, further intensifies the unsettling atmosphere. Notably, Cannibal Holocaust is a precursor to the found footage genre, with its shocking scenes of torture and brutal deaths influencing subsequent horror cinema. The film's legacy is etched in its graphic content and exploration of the media's fascination with violence and exploitation. As a cautionary tale, Cannibal Holocaust serves as a reminder of the power of cinema to provoke visceral reactions and ignite discussions about the ethics of representation and storytelling. It remains a challenging and thought-provoking work, a testament to the boundary-pushing potential of horror films that explore the darker corners of human nature. Behind the scenes, the film's production faced its own challenges and controversies, from accusations of being a snuff film to legal battles in various countries. The shocking nature of the film led to bans and censorship, adding to its allure as a forbidden cinematic experience. Cannibal Holocaust is a visceral journey into the depths of horror, shedding light on the complex relationship between media, violence, and our own societal obsessions. Its relevance to snuff films lies in its exploration of the macabre and its lasting impact on horror filmmaking, making it an unforgettable and influential piece of cinema history. Atrocious, 2015. Atrocious, a disturbing 2015 Spanish horror film, thrusts viewers into a nightmarish tale of two siblings investigating a local urban legend while on vacation at their family's secluded country house. The chilling narrative follows Christian and Julie, who run a web show about paranormal investigations, as they delve into the sinister tale of Melinda, a missing girl whose ghost supposedly haunts the nearby wood. This dark exploration taps into the realm of snuff films as the siblings document their terrifying journey through disturbing video footage. Director Christian Valencia skillfully crafts an atmosphere of dread and suspense as the siblings traverse a menacing hedge maze, capturing their experiences with video cameras. The film's found footage style intensifies the sense of realism, engaging viewers in the unfolding horrors. The story's twists and turns unfold through eerie encounters and shocking discoveries, escalating the tension. The film provocatively explores the boundaries between reality and legend, mirroring the themes often associated with snuff films where fact and fiction blur. Beyond the on-screen terror, Atrocious itself has an intriguing anecdote. The anticipation of watching the film, initially unattainable online, led to an amusing twist involving a local library. The dedication to obtaining a copy, only to discover a personal DVD release later, adds a layer of curiosity to the film's already disturbing reputation. While Atrocious presents scenes that might be too much for some viewers, it effectively captivates those seeking a relentless and realistic horror experience. The exploration of sadistic behavior and brutality, akin to infamous shock films like Guinea Pig and Hostel, adds to its relevance within the realm of extreme cinema. For aficionados of the macabre and those intrigued by the unsettling, Atrocious offers a memorable and spine-chilling dive into the world of urban legends and their potentially horrifying consequences. American Guinea Pig, Bouquet of Guts and Gore, 2014. In the unsettling world of horror, Bouquet of Guts and Gore, the debut film from the American Guinea Pig series, takes audiences on an unrelenting journey into the realm of extreme cinema. The film starts with the disturbing abduction of two young women, Erica and Amy, by a sadistic predator wearing a gas mask. From here, the narrative descends into a nightmare of unimaginable torment as the victims find themselves drugged and chained to tables, subjected to a gruesome array of torture using sharp instruments and household tools. As the Super 8 camera captures every gruesome moment, the film delves into the macabre territory associated with snuff films, where horror meets reality in horrifying detail. Director Stephen Biro, fueled by a passion for practical effects, showcases remarkable artistry in depicting graphic violence. The film's relentless pursuit of shock value resonates with gore enthusiasts, reaffirming the enduring allure of practical effects over CGI in crafting visceral on-screen experiences. While the film's plot may be thinly sketched, it unapologetically immerses viewers in the horrific spectacle. The movie's deeply disturbing and haunting climax leave an indelible mark on the audience, amplifying the unsettling nature of the narrative. With a deliberate focus on visceral gore rather than a complex storyline, Bouquet of Guts and Gore aims squarely at the sensibilities of hardcore horror fans. Despite its strengths, the film is not without its flaws. The initial abduction sequence lacks realism, and the found footage style occasionally stumbles. Nevertheless, the film's practical effects, overseen by Marcus Koch, deliver a visceral and authentic experience that surpasses its Japanese predecessor, Flower of Flesh and Blood. Bouquet of Guts and Gore is a bold initiation into the American Guinea Pig franchise, cementing its place in the pantheon of extreme cinema. This audacious debut, marked by its relentless pursuit of shock and its devotion to practical effects, demands the attention of horror fans seeking an unapologetically gruesome and immersive experience. For those who revel in the darkest corners of cinema, this film serves as a testament to the enduring fascination with the macabre and the shocking. Marvelous verdict. Each film has a unique narrative structure, which has the ability to keep you on your toes. This unique genre can be psychologically testing, but if you're someone who loves to watch gut-wrenching gore on screens, then these are surely a few movies you could give in to watch. Don't forget to share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. See you soon. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.